How does it feel to be out there?
Yeah, it was actually pretty nerve-wracking. I was a little nervous going out there. So, first day of training camp, I think there were some good things, some bad things, but I had to get my feet under me. It kind of caught me off guard, actually, but it was good. The guys are competing, and it was fast out there, and trying to get chemistry and things like that. So, it was exciting.
Yeah, what was it like connecting with Pedersen out there?
Yeah, well, he fed me with a nice tapping on, I think, the first or second line rush we did. So, I've been skating here for probably a week now, I guess, with the guys, and I've just been watching him play and trying to read off him as much as possible. And also, I can't pronounce his name, so I feel bad, but that kid on the right side's pretty damn good too. Yeah, he's got a great, wicked shot. So I'm excited to be a part of the line. I just want to do whatever I can to help it work.
What's the process been like integrating with the new team? Obviously, a first for you to make that transition. What's it been like?
Yeah, it's been interesting. Obviously, you try to get your feet running and try to see as many guys as possible and things like that. But I feel like my personality is I'm pretty easygoing and I can kind of figure it out. But I think coming in early as the guys did really helped me. And I know guys like Heinen and Forbert, the new guys, come in to kind of feel the read of the room, what guys are like, and try to have some dinners and things like that. And I've been enjoying it. It's been actually a pretty beautiful time in Vancouver. So we've been trying to get outside and things like that. And then obviously on the ice as well, getting used to getting into the rink, where to go. I think I've been lost like 7 times, so I'll figure it out one of these days.
When trying to gel with a new centerman, whether it's Pedersen now or in the past in your career, what are sort of the things you focus on to read off of them and have success?
Yeah, I think just the details. I think the details of your own game, they got to be in check. Obviously, you can't really get chemistry with somebody if you're not prepared yourself and playing your game. So I think you got to take care of your own first and that side. And then in terms of thinking about him, it's just what he likes to do, how he likes to shoot. Just kind of figure out everything from there. I mean, I think I've seen a lot of really wicked plays by him, and I'm sort of still catching up a little bit, but I'm starting to figure some of it out, I think. And anytime you have a player like that that's so dynamic, you want to just be consistent for him and just have someone that he can rely on.
You mentioned the tap in on your second rush, and then you guys regroup and you score again. Looked like Lepermaki ran hot too on the other sheet. Good first day in terms of building some chemistry?
Yeah, I think so. Anytime you see the puck go in, that's always nice. I think for all players, but anytime we can kind of touch the puck and get some rush goals. I mean, it is day one in training camp. Obviously, it's going to get harder. There's going to be preseason games, different things, but you always want to start off with a couple smiles and a couple laughs, and I think he could have probably had a couple more if I could have fed him some of those 2-on-1s. I think the only time I got to him, he actually did score, so I think it's one of those things where we were just kind of joking about after that we should probably get off the ice after that 2 for 2.
You, as a young player, you dealt with some inconsistency, but you also played really early. Now that you're a more established veteran guy, you sort of put with a first-year player on your wing, does it change how you go about interacting with them early in camp?
No, not really, honestly. I feel like I'm meeting everybody for the first time, so for me it doesn't change who you are. If anything, I'm just going to be who I am, but in the sense, try to give as much confidence as you can, kind of psych yourself out. You try to do it for yourself too, but I think anytime there's a player that's young that comes on the line, I've dealt with it in Boston where I pretty much play with everybody there, so I feel like I kind of understand. We've all been there, so I know what it's like, and it's nerve-wracking. Obviously, big name Pedersen playing with them, so but they're both Swedish, so I feel like they got some chemistry I don't know about.
Jake, you brought in specifically almost to play with Pedersen and Canadian market. A lot of expectation. I mean, it could be a big year for you. How are you kind of approaching the fact that outside looking in, they're expecting a lot of big things from you?
Well, I mean, it means good things too. If people are expecting that out of you, I expect that out of myself. Obviously, lots of things have to go right for that to happen, or lots of things have to go wrong for it not to happen. But how I look at it is I can only control what I do. I can only control what I do on the ice and how I play, and I'm not going to put numbers on anything. It's one of those things that I'm just really excited to get started, and I personally I don't really care how I do personally in terms of statistics if we're winning. That's why I'm here, is to help. But in saying that, I feel like I can add some elements to the team. There's obviously lots of great players already, but I think that I can fit in pretty seamlessly. That's why I chose to come here. And in terms of Canadian market expectations, I've dealt with some pretty big expectations in Boston as well, so I feel like I'm prepared for that too, I guess.
I know it's only day one of camp, but from what you've seen and heard from Rick Tocchet, and I guess every coach has his own systems, but do you feel like it's going to be a switch, from coming from Boston, or is there different verbiage, words that he's leaning into that? Yeah,
there's different verbiage for sure, but it's actually fairly not necessarily similar. There's different kind of tweaks. I think that as camp goes on, I think you learn more about the system and stuff, but there's definitely different verbiage, but I kind of understand the way he's thinking, to be honest. So there's obviously going to be a change. It's a different type of system and things, and obviously what they're looking for. But I'm learning on the fly. But I don't think it's too much. I don't think it's necessarily like A to B. It's kind of more closer than I'd imagine. I agree with the philosophy, and I understand, at least from, we only have one video session, so it's kind of hard to say that, but I'm learning on the fly as we go.
Did you know much about Talkett coming in?
I just heard around the league from other players that played for him, and just kind of his respect around, and lots of good things, obviously, and how he took over the city last year with the team and everything, and the guys, and I have a lot of respect for him as well, and I understand that he's a hard coach, but at the same point, he's going to bring, I think, the best out of me. So I was really excited to join in. Obviously, he's got a relationship with my dad, but I feel like I'm just getting more information every day about that. I don't know too much, actually. So, but anyways, I'm excited to see what it's about. I think that it was a good first day, and the point of training camp is to improve every day and to get better.
Jake, this is a very experienced coaching staff. You have players like Talkett, Gonchar, Foote, Sedin. So what's your first reaction when you step on the ice and you see these players who have had such successful careers at the NHL level?
Yeah, it's pretty cool, actually. I wonder what their 3-on-3 games are like, if they ever play that after practice. But even the Sedins, I was trying to get one of their sticks to see what their curve's like. And but no, it's pretty cool. Obviously it's guys that you grew up watching and different things. And you just try to. I think it's always nice as a player to have a player that's played and that's well respected to kind of help you out in certain ways, whether it's defensively, offensively. But I try to talk to them a little bit, just introduce myself, say hi to some guys that I haven't met, and but yeah, I'd like to see those 2-on-2 games if they ever play that.
JT Miller's an asshole.
Generational talent.
Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.